You ever just look up at the sky and wonder what it's like looking back down? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take this amazing journey through NASA's eyes and see our home planet from way, way out there. We're going to keep stepping back further and further. So you ready? Let's get started. And really, it all comes down to this one simple but kind of profound idea. For over 60 years now, NASA has seen our home planet in a way nobody else can. I mean, they've captured these images that have totally changed how we think about Earth and, our little spot in the cosmos. All right, so let's start this trip. But hold on, we're not blasting off into deep space just yet. Nope. Our first stop is going to be a little closer to home. We're heading way up high in our own atmosphere to a place that's sometimes called near space. Okay, so our ride for this first leg is NASA's ER-2 research aircraft. And you can basically think of this thing as a science lab with wings. It flies way, way higher than any commercial plane you've ever been on, right up there at the very edge of the atmosphere. And while it's up there, it's grabbing all this super important data on, everything from our weather to bigger, long-term environmental stuff. And get this, from just 13 miles up, the whole perspective changes. You can see the curve of the Earth. It's not a theory anymore. It's right there. And you can see that thin, delicate blue line of our atmosphere. That's our life support system, right? All of it just hanging there against the total blackness of space. It's wow. From up here, you can see whole weather systems at once. The world just starts to look different, more connected, All right, time to punch it. We're going higher. We are now officially leaving the atmosphere behind and heading into what's called low Earth orbit. And let me tell you, it is a busy, busy neighborhood up here. I'm talking hundreds of satellites, the space station, it's our permanent outpost in space, and they are all constantly watching over our planet. So just to give you an idea of what's going on right over your head, you've got the International Space Station, right? That amazing floating lab, just 250 miles up. Then, a little higher, you've got crucial science missions. There's PACE, which is checking on the health of our oceans and air. And then there are the legendary Landsat satellites. These guys have been taking pictures of our planet for over 50 years, creating this incredible record of how it's all changing. It's seriously like a cosmic traffic jam up there, but for science. Now, from this close orbit, the details are just incredible. You can see things like the swirling eye of a huge hurricane. But to really get the big picture, to understand how these massive weather systems even form and then travel across whole continents, for that, we need to take another big, big step back. And I mean a big step back. Check out this number, 22,236 miles. That is just a wild distance. To put that in perspective, that's almost as far as wrapping a measuring tape all the way around the Earth. This is where satellites like the GOES series hang out. They're in what's called a geosynchronous orbit. Fancy term, but all it means is they spin at the exact same speed as our planet. So it's like they're just hovering over one spot, giving us this constant, full view of an entire half of the world. And that's how we get those amazing time lapses you see of storms and weather moving across the globe. Okay, you're going to want to buckle up for this next jump because we are leaving Earth's orbit completely. Our next stop? The Moon's neighborhood. And this is a place that has given us some of the most famous, most awe-inspiring pictures in all of human history. So you can see here how we've been pushing further and further out into this area. It starts with missions like Messenger, just as it's pulling away from Earth. Then you've got modern stuff like the Firefly lunar delivery heading to the moon. And then, of course, Apollo 8. At 240,000 miles away, they took that picture Earthrise. That was the first time any humans saw our planet like that, as a whole world from somewhere else. And just recently, the Artemis 1 mission went even further, setting a brand new record for a spacecraft built for people. So, okay, we've seen Earth from orbit, and we've seen it from the moon. But what does it look like if you're standing on another planet and you look up? Let's go find out. Okay, just try to imagine this for a second. You're standing on the red dirt of Mars, right alongside the Curiosity rover. You look up into the sky as the sun sets, and you see this one really bright evening star. And that star? That's us. That's Earth. That's home. 99 million miles. From that kind of distance, everything, all of humanity, all of our history, every single mountain, every ocean, it's all packed into that one little shiny dot in the sky. It's pretty humbling when you think about it. But you know what? We can go even further. Let's keep going. We're heading out to the outer solar system, out to the beautiful rings of Saturn. Back in 2013, the Cassini spacecraft did something really cool. It turned its cameras around, back towards us, to take a very special picture. They called the event "The Day the Earth Smiled." Just try to wrap your head around this, nearly 900 million miles away, and from there, looking out from behind Saturn's incredible rings, Earth is just this tiny little speck of light. And the coolest part is, on the day they took this picture, they told everyone back on Earth to look up and wave at Saturn at that exact moment. It was like this giant solar system-wide hello. Okay, we've gone hundreds of millions of miles, but there's one last stop on our trip. One final look back, this time from the very edge of our solar system. This next image, it's become this powerful symbol of just how tiny we are, but also how connected we all are. So back in 1990, the legendary astronomer Carl Sagan personally asked NASA to do something. He asked them to turn the Voyager I spacecraft, which was way, way out there, to turn its cameras around one last time and take a picture of home before it left the solar system for good. And the result? Well, it's probably the most humbling photo ever taken. 3.7 billion miles. Let that sink in. At that impossible distance, our whole world, everything, is smaller than a single pixel. It's just a mote of dust, as Carl Sagan famously said, suspended in a sunbeam. Every person you've ever known, everything that's ever happened, it's all right there, on that tiny, pale blue dot. So, that's our journey, from just 13 miles up to almost 4 billion miles away. We've literally watched our world shrink from a beautiful, sprawling planet into a single dot. And that really leaves us with one last big question. When you look at that dot, just hanging there in all that emptiness, what do you see?